Hello, chat. We're here. We're live. I'm in Ashcord right now.
No streaming allowed.
No streaming
No
allowed in
streaming allowed.
Ashcord. All right, so I'm here with Jake, Andre, MJ, Jose.
Yeah.
Got it
I'd
right.
say.
He got it right. I was like trying to remember. I know three of these people very well, and one of these people less well. But we had news. We're going to be talking about the upcoming VGC season, and yeah, it's basically it. That's basically it. And I don't know how to like give good opinions. I'm not really practiced in that sort of thing, so I'm getting other people to help.
You
But
just say the most inflammatory thing you can think of. There you go.
yeah, the most inflammatory thing I can think of. Las Vegas regionals would be the highest attended regionals of all time, not because people want to win, but because people want a vacation in the middle of November.
True.
Correct.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, dude.
Vegas Regional is going to be the first one where someone's going to leave not by winning the tournament, but by losing their house.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait, give me a second. Let me free up one of my monitors here. Probably freeze my stream for a second because I'm doing it. There we go. Okay. So, what have we learned about this upcoming season? There's a few things. Sorry, I just drank carbonated water. Championship point table adjustments. Slight tweaks have been made to championship points and kickers for grand challenges. Global. Sorry, I threw up in my mouth. Just found out that they're buffing GCs. Grand challenges, global challenges, league challenges, regional special, and all the challenges. It's all of them. Grand challenges and global challenges now provide separate rewards per rating zone to promote more opportunities to earn championship points in smaller rating zones. League challenge kickers have been adjusted to better reflect the average attendance. More championship points have been allocated to 9th through 64th place at championship events. This is probably the biggest change.
Does that mean that there's two different BFLs for both GCs and GCs? Like the Grand Challenge and Global Challenges?
Maybe? Hold on, let me put on my headphones so there's no echo.
Possibly.
I'm kind of hoping that's not the case.
We still don't have the point tables. They just announced that they're changing.
Because I do genuinely think that there's a difference between both leagues because one includes the international circuit, whereas one is primarily North America.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they say that they're like doing differently for championship points? Like different regions get different things at this point.
Yeah, for we've always had different different bars to qualify for worlds in previous seasons, but like this time, but also like different numbers of people that can't qualify for worlds this current season. It's the payout for the GC is going to be different per region.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I'm hoping that means that the GC is nerfed in NA in Europe, but buffed everywhere else. That's what I hope it means. I'm not sure if that is what it means, though. I think it might mean that it's kind of just buffed for everybody, but especially buffed for smaller regions. Okay. What else? Ace Trainer. They're just bringing back the Ace Trainer rewards feature. Do you know how we even redeem that? Because I have enough points. I am an Ace Trainer.
You should just get it automatically.
Yeah, because you have your like address tied to your player account, right? It should just be.
Isn't it just a card? Don't I literally just get a card?
Yeah,
it's a cool card.
It's a cool card. Is it stamped? Is it stamped?
Sure.
I have an upcoming sponsor that will help with that. That's cool. Let's see. Pokemon Unite, we don't really care about that. We're VGC over here. If you play Unite, all right, here's the update. If you play Unite, it's still gonna run really bad on Switch. There you go. Dude, I opened.
Switch 2 does not save Unite.
I opened up Unite on the Switch too, and it still didn't feel very good. Like in game, it's fine, but like the menus are still so laggy. I don't know what it is with that, but that game just doesn't know how to function.
Yeah.
All right. So, what else is there? There's locations. We have the regional locations. Oh wait, here's a big one.
Some regional locations.
We have to talk about this. Adjusting Swiss tournament rounds. After analyzing data from the 2025 season and taking trainer feedback into consideration, I like how we're trainers and not players. The Swiss format used for the Pokemon TCG and Pokemon Video Game Regional Championships, Special Championships, is going to undergo a variety of changes. All age divisions at these tournaments, if they have at least 65 participants. MJ? How much is 65? Is it more or less than 64?
In fact, it's 1 point higher than 64,
Okay.
which was also my
Sorry.
Milwaukee placement. So don't talk to me about the number 65.
Why do you think? Why that's why I brought it up. We'll have
I see.
one additional round of Swiss pairings. This additional, do not, if you ever become my friend, do not fumble anything in front of me. I will remember it forever and bring it up forever.
Correct.
Marcos has a steel trap mind
I have a-
specifically.
I have a
for
steel
embarrassing
trap
things.
mind for negative experiences. It used to be only my own, but now it's everyone's. This additional round will make it more likely that trainers with records of X2 or better, such as 9-0, 8-1, or 7-2, will reach asymmetrical top 8. Wait, more likely. Okay, so basically, just if you do better in day 1 and day 2, you have a higher chance of actually making it to top 8.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. This additional Swiss round will also improve the tournament experience for competitors, vie for top cut placements, and cash prizes in the final matches of Swiss Phase 2. Okay. All right, that makes sense. So basically, it's an improved experience trying to get the money. For most age divisions, Swiss Phase 1 will feature 8 Swiss tournament rounds with rounds scheduled to either conclude on day 1 or continue on to day 2 of a tournament. For us, it's usually continuing on to day 2. Since this can fluctuate, it's best to review each tournament schedule as provided by the tournament organizer. Yeah. In an effort to smooth out tournament proceedings, asymmetrical top 8 will now be capped at 16 total participants compared to the 32 total participant slots of the 2025 season, which rarely happened, but regardless of the number of competitors tied with the 8th place competitor, tournament results and community feedback. So you can still bubble if you're like extremely unfortunate, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It is what
Just
it
get a
is.
better resistance.
It's kind of impossible to not have a format where you have at least one bubble every here and there, other than just make top cut infinite amount of people. Okay. And then I guess we can just talk about the locations. That's what I really want to talk about right now. All right. Here are the dates. So LAIC will be in Sao Paulo from November 21st to the 23rd of 2025. It's always been there, right? In like recent memory,
Brazil mentioned.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
basically been there.
It's almost always going to be in Brazil just because it has the highest number of players relative.
Yeah, and then London and New Orleans, we already knew about that. June 12th through 14th, February 13th. Oh, I would say that February 13th through 15th would be an issue for Pokemon players, but it's not. Regional championships. The first regional of the year, September. Well, maybe not the first. It's just the first announced so far. 13th through 14th of September, Frankfurt Pokemon Regional Championships. Then we have one in Monterrey, September 13th through 14th. Oh, it's the exact same day, exact same weekend. So we do have an NA one for people who want to fly to Mexico.
Regionals.
Yeah. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's the next week.
Yeah. Wow, it really is.
Okay, so I really like going to the first regional of like a new format, especially if my tinfoil brain freaking conspiracy theory is true that we might get a shadow drop of champions over the summer.
I mean, we can get to that later, but with all the mega stuff that they're talking about,
It seems more and more likely. Hi, Lid, we're recording a stream. Oh, wait, we should probably set the channel status.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Hi,
no
Lid.
streaming.
We're streaming.
Hi.
Hi, say hi to stream.
Hi, Marco's stream. It's fucking hot out.
Ah, she broke rule number
No
1.
streaming. You can't stream and call right now.
Sorry, streaming
is
streaming means cursing.
parentheses swearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frame one. Frame one.
When Marcus was briefing us, he was like, "No streaming and call," and I was like, "Bro, is that not what you're doing?" And
Yeah.
he meant swearing.
Yeah, I meant swearing.
No streaming.
Okay, so regional championships. We were in Pittsburgh. So actually, I kind of want to go to Monterrey because I haven't been there yet. And I heard it was beautiful last time. Like I heard from I think Stefan went. And he said it was like really really nice there.
Monterrey is beautiful.
Yeah.
Can speak from experience.
Yeah, MJ and I were gonna go for like 3 seconds and then decided not to.
Like a very
So
low-
there's another regional further down on the list that we'll talk about when we get there that I also recommend that's in Mexico.
I think I'm gonna do this one. Do I want to? It's actually it depends. It depends. Like I have to look at like finances and stuff if I want to really fly out there because I am gonna go to Pittsburgh. Like Pittsburgh's guaranteed. It's like Monterrey is like on the back
If you
burner.
want Marcos to go to Mexico, subscribe now on Twitch.
Exactly. 18th to
Real.
21st, we have Pittsburgh, Milwaukee. Within 6 months of the previous Milwaukee's kind of crazy. Because Milwaukee was
Really is.
May, right? So it's like May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, like October. Like it's like 6 months exactly on the dot. Mir
I'm happy
V, thank you
about
for the
that, just 'cause
53
I live
months.
there. Like,
Yo, no spoilers, no spoilers. You don't live there. You don't live. You live an hour away.
I live there.
Sure. Okay.
If you squint.
If you squint, right?
Squint.
Yeah, bro. Six.
If you look hard enough,
Yeah, Six Flags Great America is located also in Milwaukee. So is the Sears Tower. So is everything's Milwaukee.
Some of the Las Vegas Strip, that's in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
you know.
I'm trying to like if I go to Pittsburgh, I can do Milwaukee right after. It's actually going to be my route for the season's pretty affordable. Then we have Belo Horizonte in Brazil, and on October 25th we have Lille. November 1st, Gdansk, which means that for all of the people not in Europe, you don't have to worry about your Halloween plans getting ruined. Last year Halloween was like what there was a regional during Halloween. Was that Vancouver?
Ooh, I know what you're talking about.
It was
Yeah, I
it
know
was
what
a
you're talking about.
Canada-based one.
Yeah, it was one of them. It definitely wasn't
It was not
Toronto.
Toronto, so it was probably Vancouver.
Yeah. Then we have November 13th. That's the big one. We're going to Vegas. All right. Initial thoughts on Vegas.
I think it's
Is where
cool.
I'm going to spend my earnings from winning Milwaukee.
You're going to win
And if
Milwaukee.
I don't win Milwaukee, I'm not even playing VGC this season. So there we go.
Again, someone's gonna leave without a house from Las Vegas.
Do you think regionals being listed as 4 days means anything? I have no idea what they mean if there are 4-day long regionals. Because it's 29.
Okay, somebody
don't
told me
think
that
it
was a
means
typo.
anything.
That has
No,
to be
no,
a
no,
typo.
That's what I say, like-
no, hold on. I have crazy insider information that is a typo. They mean 3.
Okay. And 3 makes sense because it's like Friday. You show up, you can get like badges, and then Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
That's all it really
exactly what
means.
it is.
Yeah. Because if we had a regional that lasted longer than NAIC, you know, that'd be crazy. Yeah.
Thursday, day 1. Jesus.
I'm actually really curious how Vegas regionals is gonna shape out because it's either gonna be like the highest attended regional or it's going to have like no attendance. It's like one or the other, and I think it's gonna be like highest attended regional, at least as far as masters go, because we've never been there. Like as far as VGC has gone, like we've never had a
Pokemon
regional out
banned
there.
slot machines back in 2010. So
Yeah,
like-
yeah. What's up with that? The game corner can't have slot machines, but the regionals can have them across the street. All right. We already had a slot machine in Pokemon. It was Dire Claw.
I wonder if the convention center is like cool out there. It has to be, right? It's Vegas.
Yeah, it has to be. What if it was in a hotel and you can just like walk outside and then it's like, oh, right there, slot machine.
Wow, walkouts. It's November, so you won't melt as quickly, but it'll still be hot.
Here's what you do. If you don't know, I've had a lot of layovers in Las Vegas. The Vegas airport has a ton of slot machines, right? So what you do is you roll up with your $2 budget for the regional and you gamble $2 until it turns into 2,000, and then you leave and it's almost like winning a regional, you know?
Whoever
We
comes in
here in
64th.
Moxie Boosted Enterprises do not condone gambling
We do
unless
not.
you are of legal age.
Yeah, we do not well, I do not condone gambling, period, but
I don't know about y'all.
I don't condone the gambling either, but that's not gonna stop anybody.
yeah.
Hey, look, all I'm saying, there's a lot of people in chat that be clicking Origin Pulse. So,
Yeah.
I've seen enough of y'all click Precipice Blades. Y'all are living by that.
Do you want to know why? Do you guys want to know why the Calyrex forms are the most rich Pokemon in canon? The only Pokemon that are kings, because they don't gamble. 100% accurate.
True.
And that's why Groudon's poor. Yeah. And then we have Gdansk. Oh wait, no.
Dirt.
Right after that, we have Buenos Aires. We have Stuttgart. We We have Vegas 13th through 16th, but like Buenos Aires 15th through 16th. Yeah, okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's a typo. Dude, 4 days in Vegas. All right, and then we have Birmingham.
Vegas.
I'm sorry for all of my UK players who have to go to Birmingham again. We have Meridia. Do you want to say anything, Andre? You have any thoughts?
What on
Meridia.
on our no, not Media. It's my interest specifically is in the ones later on.
All right.
Specifically that of
Dude, Latin, like,
Querétaro.
dude, Latin America, Mexico, like that whole area is just eating so good this season.
Agreed.
They're actually giving them events, which like there was a lot of feedback saying like we don't have events, dude. Like we have to go to like Orlando.
Meanwhile, me and Tri-State continues the drought.
Yeah. Then we have Auckland. Do you pronounce it Auckland? Auckland,
yeah.
Auckland. And Santiago, February. We have Seville in March. And then is this the one you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about this one? Is this the one you care about? Also, Fur, thanks for the $2. 4 days is due to the TCG paint drying watch. Oh my god. All right.
Yeah, Querétaro Regionals. Highly recommend people go.
Incredible.
I've been there many a time over the years. It's like 2 hours from my hometown. Highly recommend going. Very pretty area.
All right, and then we have Utrecht, May 15th through 17th, and then Lima. And yeah, that's basically all we know. I mean, there are some like they did low-key leak a few. Like here, if you don't know, if we watch the video, let me turn it down.
I'm glad you said that's all we know, right? Because even last season they showed stuff post the first announcement, right? Like,
Yeah.
This is not the final roster
Oh, not even close.
by any means. They can announce up to like I think they announced like 5 events that weren't initially announced.
Yeah, like
this
Atlanta
season.
wasn't
I don't know
confirmed
what
for a
that was.
while.
Yeah.
All right, right here.
So
So Adi actually pointed out what these areas are. You know, this is San Antonio. This, like, if you see, there's actually like lit up bright spots on the map. And they're announcing NAIC for this clip, right? Like, they're gonna say like, oh, here's where NAIC is, but we already knew that. But what are these things doing, being lit up? That's either Vancouver or Seattle. I'm gonna bank on Vancouver, but it could be Seattle. This is LA. This is Las Vegas. Here's San Antonio. Here's Orlando, Pittsburgh, Toronto, Milwaukee, and Indianapolis. And that's not a terrible roster. That's a pretty good list of
Indy.
regional. Yeah, Indy
wasn't listed. Yeah, wow. Okay.
Yeah, Indy wasn't listed. Neither was LA. So neither was whatever this one is. It's either Seattle or Vancouver.
Toronto.
Oh yeah, and Toronto also wasn't listed, but Toronto is there. So we're gonna assume that's the venue. Can't be
Yeah,
Seattle due to
Western
gambling
Buffalo.
laws. Okay, so if it's not Seattle due to gambling laws, then it's gonna be Vancouver. So
Or they just put it in Portland, Oregon.
I'm so
again.
sad. I miss Seattle Regionals so much.
I want to go to Portland, bro. I want to go to Portland again. I missed Portland last year, but all right. But I mean, like, I really don't have much to say beyond that. To be honest, I'm just like, dog. I'm excited for this season.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Please, Pokemon Company, hear me. Please give me Tri-State Regionals, please. That's all
Give
I
me-
ask.
Give me NAIC in Chicago just once. World Championships in Chicago just once.
Any regional in Chicago, please.
Let me like invite friends over to my house for a regional for once in my life.
Please, Philly, Jersey, New York City, any of those, I'll take, please.
Anyways, I guess that's it. Like that's really all we got today. I guess we can talk about like the potential for champions. There's a
It's like you gotta. It has to be megas. It has to be that we're changing games. this
yeah,
season, right?
literally
Like,
get ready for a new season of mega proportions. I wonder what that could mean, right? And all the branding has like mega evolutions on it.
Yeah, it's all of the
They just
artwork has
announced
all
the-
the main mega evolutions. They're bringing back megas for the TCG and what. It's so obvious they're pushing for something regarding it. And if they don't push for champions at this point, it's like, why go through all of this marketing if it's not going to be unanimous?
Yeah, because like
Right.
obviously megas are already in Go, right? They're already in Go. They're already in TCG. We know they're coming back. That's been confirmed. We know megas will be in Champions specifically, but if the only are megas in Unite? Are there megas?
have no
I don't
clue.
know. I don't play Unite.
Yeah, no one does. So if your only two games with megas are TCG and Go, it just kind of makes sense that like VGC, the second largest one, but also the one with the more viewership, is probably going to have megas. So I have a theory. I'm putting on my Matt Pat cap. Where's my Matt Pat cap? I don't have one. I forgot my Five Nights at Freddy's.
Here's my cap. It is non-existent.
Yeah, I forgot my Five Nights at Freddy's Matt Pat merch. With the theories built into, there's a story, but I feel like there is a high likelihood that we're going to get a release date for Champions on the 22nd, right? Or at the very least, info, because we have a Pokemon Direct coming in 1 month, exactly, basically.
Yeah.
And
July 22nd.
Yeah, so I'm thinking what's going to happen is we're going to get a release date on the 22nd, and then at Worlds, our like special announcement could be like the megas that are coming in ZA or whatever. If they don't announce them on the Direct, they might just announce them on the Direct, but they might announce like a few more, or maybe some new items that are coming to Champions, because they've announced items at Worlds before, I think.
Yeah,
right?
they have. Yeah, they have.
Like, because the items are big. They're huge for competitive. Like, imagine if we didn't have Clear Amulet this season. Like, that'd be that's all. Covert Cloak, Whimsicott. Like, it's a whole different game. So I think that we're probably gonna get like announcements for like new items for Champions at that time, and I would argue that there's like 3 major times that they could probably release Champions, and I'm gonna go in order of likelihood. Most likely, late November, early December, right? Because, you know, we might start the season on Scarlet Violet, and then we transition over to Champions, and then we have Megas and stuff, and then for the majority of the season, we're playing, like, the format that they want us to play. That's, like, the biggest one.
Yeah, they could do similar to what they did, like, at the end of, like, Ultra Sun and Moon, and transition into, Sword and Shield? Where,
Yeah.
like, it was, like, 3-4 months of one thing, and then... But that was technically a break period before actually starting up again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's what we might do. The second one is Champions releases in like September, just before the season starts, because VGC doesn't start in July, or it doesn't start in like August like other ones. It's later, just by a little bit, right? So it could release in like September or something. And that would make it so they could follow like the same route that, you know, this game is like a live service at this point, right? It's sort of like Overwatch 2 or, you know, Marvel Rivals, where it's consistently rolling out updates with new features and stuff, which I enjoy that for, not only from like a content creation point of view, because there's always something to talk about, but also just keeping the game alive and like having balance patches and stuff. Super cool. So they might do it so it's like they release the game and it's like their normal roster, and then they do like the ZA is coming out, here's the mega update with like all the new megas and stuff. And like usually games will have like one major update planned very close to launch, just because it keeps like the hype alive a little longer. And I think that could be it. And then the other one, the least likely one, is we might get like a shadow drop at Worlds.
Can't wait for
Kinda
Champions
cool,
to come
though.
out to see people crashing out at work because they lost on ladder during work.
And that would suck if we don't get a release date. If we don't get a release date before Worlds, I'm going to have to bring my recording equipment to Anaheim just in case it shadow drops, because then I have to go work in the hotel. I don't know. What are the call's opinions on like possible release date? Like, what do you think is probably going to be the most likely?
I don't think
Man.
I don't think they'd shadow drop it at Worlds.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a
Shadow drop's like a crazy like left field thing.
No,
Yeah,
I do think because there is the Direct coming up, it has to be that, right? Like that's the next thing that they announced last was Champions, so it's
Mhm.
yeah.
likely that, and then
They
beyond
might-
there, at
Yeah, so-
Worlds is where we get our. We probably see new megas at Worlds. I think that'd be kind of cool,
Yeah.
unless they show them, you know, this next
Yeah,
direct.
say-
But
At Worlds, they might say future competitions will be held on Champions. I don't think they'd release it at Worlds.
That also could be it. I mean, they haven't confirmed that we're playing Pokemon Champions for our. Like, they've literally never confirmed that Pokemon Champions is the competitive game. But like, come on, like, come on.
I mean, like
I know.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's be honest.
I know
Here's
my.
the only other option. The only other option for competitive Pokemon game is if ZA's two-player, like multiplayer, but I'm pretty sure we already know it's not, right? Like,
I think it's probably like the Legends Arceus thing, where like it has online features, but it's a single player game.
Yeah.
also, regardless of if it's, able to have multiplayer features, I remember when ZA came out, or sorry, Legends Arceus came out, it was like on the back of the box, you cannot battle people, something to that effect, right? They had like this game is single player advertisement on it.
Yeah.
Which like,
There's no way we're doing
that's
another
important.
year of Scarlet and Violet. There's just no shot. What is there left
I
to do?
do think that, I think that's a bit of a stretch that if they would ever go for that long, because at that point it's like,
Mythical
I don't
format,
know.
Mythical format. Let's go.
Someone said
They could.
Austrian Samurai in chat said Shadow Drop on the 22nd. Worlds is played on Champions. That'd be funny. That'd be no. Wait, that's the fourth one. That's the funniest option. That's the funniest option.
When stuff drops, it won't do that. But what's Pittsburgh gonna be, right? Are we gonna roll that out post Worlds? Like, what's the vibe?
Yeah, I think that I think that in all likelihood, it is going to be. We might play just a little bit more Scarlet Violet, in which case I am not going to Monterey. In which case I might go to Pittsburgh. But if it's on, Champions, then I'm all for it. I want to play the new game. I think that Champions is probably gonna get released before the season starts. I just have a hunch. Because the thing is, a lot of people will yell at me and be like, you're not a game dev, you don't know anything. But we've seen actual gameplay, and like realistically speaking, the dev time for a game like Champions compared to a game like Scarlet and Violet has to be so much shorter, right? Because all the models are more or less ready to go. They've been reusing the same models for a long time and just giving like minor updates and stuff. And we saw it has like Sword and Shield style graphics, so the Sword and Shield ones are good to go. And what are you like realistically building there compared to like Scarlet and Violet experience? There's no story, there's no raids.
Let's say put a story mode in Champions.
Yeah, put a story mode. Yeah, sure. It's probably just gonna be like bot battles and reusing the assets from other Pokemon games, and probably the ladder infrastructure, whatever like the online infrastructure looks like. To like reusing that sort of thing to build like an online battling simulator. And it might not even be a simulator. Like you could, if this is like where all online battling goes from here on out, it's not a battle sim, it's just the battles. And the way that things are shaping up with like Legends Arceus and Legends ZA, how those games were received, like, because people love those games, right? Or people love Legends Arceus, right? And people are probably going to love Legends ZA from how things are looking. Those are more broadly single player experiences. I would argue that like Gen 10 is probably going to be the biggest jump in gameplay we're probably ever going to see. It's going to be like, oh, you can battle your friends, but it's going to be a different type of battling. It's not going to be like traditional Pokemon battling, and raids might still exist because they really like the raids. I like the raids. Raids are cool. But it's going to be different. I think that like this is just going to be like a whole separate platform for traditional battling, like the type of battling you did on your Game Boy and on your Nintendo 64 and everything prior, just to keep that alive, because I feel like Pokemon's not going to ditch turn-based combat, like the normal turn-based combat, ever.
I don't think so either.
They can't do that. But to basically like give VGC battling in general a platform, that way the main game can be whatever it wants to be whenever it wants to be. Yeah, that I think is like kind of the reason why this is the direction the series is going.
Yeah, and that's also it keeps the game alive, because like we've been playing Scarlet and Violet for like 3 years, right? First season we had like rotating formats, and the rotating formats rotated a little too long. It isn't even rotating, it's just ongoing. We just get access to more and more and more. With this game, there's an argument to be made for rotating formats, and it's like, okay, season 1, it's all the Pokemon in Champions, there's no gimmicks a lot online for like the first 2 months as far as like ranked goes, and then it's like, okay, 2 months later, guess what? Now you can Mega. 2 months later, now you can Terra. 2 months later, now you can Gigantamax. Now you can do 2 of these at once, and then the other 2, and then another season where it's like all 3, and then it's just like, okay, well now what? Guess what? We added more Pokemon. And now you get to
and
do
that
it again.
becomes
Now reach
content.
through the
And that-
screen and slap your opponent.
and that's what becomes and that's what becomes the content of the game, right? Is like what they are adding format wise to
Mhm.
whatever battling experience is on Champions. And I think that provides like a better transparency to newer players that don't understand what ever happened during Scarlet and Violet. I mean, how many teams have you seen on online ladder, whether it be a GC or just like casual, where double restricted is the format, and then you see somebody running a Reg A team that's
Yeah.
probably pulled off some Wolfie video, like that's just a thing that happens because that's how people get into the game, dog, Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
whatever people see first is what they'll end up using,
Yeah.
probably, right? I feel like that's pretty safe to assume.
Oh,
So I think I'm gonna really appreciate the transparency that Champions is gonna offer
Yeah.
to newer players when it comes to, getting into the scene.
yeah. Twilight's here as well. Twilight, what do you think about Champions? We're streaming, by the way. You know, because you read the channel. What do you
No
think
stream.
about like Champions getting like rotating formats and like adding new Pokemon and stuff?
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. That's sick.
No, it's speculation.
Oh, okay. Word. I think as long as
Real
it's
now.
like it's real. Well, rotating formats I think is fine. I mean, we've seen it be like fine for the game, and it allows new players a point in time where they can get in at like a moment in time where like things are not as well known, so it's
Mhm.
like more interesting for them.
Yeah.
Because that's what I've seen with like with Reg H. The introduction for Reg H got a lot of my friends into the scene that were like IRLs, who weren't like VGC players before that.
Mm-hmm. You know what else this game is that C-Buddy just pointed out? Champions is gonna be the first Pokemon game on release where you can voice chat your opponent.
That's a terrible idea.
Wait, what? Why? Oh, is it a Switch game?
Yeah, it's on mobile and
Yeah,
Switch.
They announced it for Switch as well.
No, we're not just
No, I
playing
thought it
this
was
on.
just on phones.
No,
bro. Oh,
dude,
that's
we are
cool.
not just playing this on phones. That'd be awful.
Brother, you have to
Pokemon Go.
understand that I literally thought that the like VGC original setup was gonna be a bunch of iPads sitting on tables.
No, it's releasing on Switch and mobile. And the way I see it is, it's going to be like
Okay.
them releasing it on
Advertised that
mobile.
way.
Them releasing it on mobile is a way to like expand. Because let's be real, the Switch is a tablet. You give it to your kid when they want to watch like, what Coco Melon.
Melon.
Yeah, it's Coco Melon, right?
Yeah,
It can, yeah. So like, yeah, so like these games can be run on a phone. Most modern phones, my current phone, the one in my pocket, is stronger than the Gen 1 Switch. That is just the reality of it. Here's the thing, right? If they can run it on the phone, there's no reason not to put it on the phone so people download the game on the phone and then they go, "Oh, there's Pokemon on my phone." And you can play it competitively on the ladder. Oh, and there's things. It's gonna be like sort of like how Pokemon Go blew up, right? Where it's like, hey, you like Pokemon? Here's Pokemon on your phone. Oh, this is fun. Hey, remember you could never battle your friends because your friends didn't have a link cable when you were growing up? Guess what? Now it's online and it's on your phone. Play Pokemon on your phone.
Vote now on your
Yeah,
phones.
it's definitely an accessibility thing.
Oh yeah, it's huge for
Will
accessibility.
phones be regional legal?
I don't think they are because I don't think phones are regional legal for Unite. I'm pretty sure you have to play on Switch.
That explains
But
it.
they
Yeah.
are regional legal for Go though, so like
Yeah, because
mean,
it's not on anything
only-
else.
Only on
Go.
phone.
It's literally not on anything else. Oh yeah, let me play Pokemon Go on my freaking Nintendo Switch too.
Samsung Smart Switch, Smart
Yeah.
Fridge.
Anyways, yeah, no, I'm excited for this. I just what I'm really hoping for is that they have now that there's literally a dedicated team for a competitive game. You know how like Unite gets stuff like, oh, we made Suicune worse, like, oh, we made Zacian better, something like that, right? Now it can be like this season.
By the way,
We're changing Urshifu to be 90 speed, and we're like,
So I get what you're saying. I don't think they'll go to that extent, though you are right that like a backing team of people that are explicitly focused on balance, I think is exclusively a good thing.
Yeah.
In fact, that did exist for Scarlet and Violet, by the way.
Yeah.
Not
It
to the
just
extent
wasn't
that
as
you're
in
talking
depth.
about,
Yeah.
but there was like that was credited in Scarlet and Violet. The like balance team. Like read the Scarlet and Violet credits. I highly recommend doing it.
I mean, there's a reason that they nerfed Chi-Yu and Chen Pao like with a day one patch.
That was incredible. Why'd they nerf Wo-Chen?
That's true.
135 special defense
fundamentally-
would have gone crazy.
They realized that the Pressure Bruin would be absurdly broken and nerfed it. Like I think there is a genuine balance team, and I think SV is like kind of like the start of that for champions. And champions having like the ability to have a dev team that cares about competitive, at least like cares more about competitive, is really nice for the game.
Yeah. No, I think that's gonna be important.
Especially because like we could get a potential ban list that isn't like all
Here's the top
restricted.
10 most used Pokemon. Like, do you remember Series 8?
Oh, not Series
Not-
6, bro.
yeah, Series
Not
6.
Series 6.
All right. For those of you who don't know, Series 6 was a format back in Pokemon Sword and Shield where they banned the top 10 most used Pokemon from the single battle ladder and the double battle ladder, but they didn't make them exclusive to each other, right? So you had an entire season where you could not use Hippowdon in double battles because Hippowdon was too good in single battles, and you couldn't use Mimikyu in double battles because it was too good in single battles. And it was just dumb. Also, both Indeedys got banned for one of them being too good.
Yeah, they banned the concept of sand.
You
some
literally
reason.
couldn't use sand. Like, Gigalith was the only sand setter.
And then they also
Yeah,
banned
Gigalith.
Excadrill too. So
Gigalith.
sand was, I
And then
think-
again, I think it was cool that you could only use Gigalith. It actually gave it a niche for a while.
Gigalith W.
That's true.
Gigalith W. I'm not competitive
But
enough to
sand was,
understand
like-
this. Understandable.
sand is like
Also, that's the
at times
thing.
like
So-
Gigalith Regasol. But yeah,
Whoever just said that in chat, actually, like the I'm not competitive, that's kind of also something that's interesting about champions. Like, there's probably going to be a TCG Pocket equivalent like thing to do in champions, like some either kind of collectible thing, like where you battle NPCs. You know what I'm saying? Like, isn't Pocket like that? Where
Yeah.
you don't have to play PvP in Pocket to do things, right?
Yeah, I like to open
Yeah,
up
we
my
have solo
cards and go, bling.
yeah. Pocket has solo missions. Pocket has like events that'll like drop, and it's like, oh, play against an NPC a certain amount of times, and you'll get packs that you can open, or you can get a pack hourglass to open more packs. So there's like single player content to do within the game, even if you're not focused on playing like with others. So similar thing here, and especially because I assume it's going to be these partially based off like Coliseum or Battle Revolution,
Mm-hmm.
like like the Battle Sim ones, and so those also had single player experiences, at least I think to some degree, and so like
Very
that carrying
minorly.
over would be really cool.
Yeah. I'm
I mean,
thinking.
Coliseum more so.
I'm thinking about how like Porygon 2 became just popular
Coliseum was
enough.
just straight up an actual RPG, though. It wasn't. It wasn't a battle sim.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
A tutorial on champions that explains IVs and EVs would be good for new players. You know, what I'm curious about is what they're going to call them. Because this is going to be the first game centered around that sort of thing, where they got to name it. Because that's actually a fan-made name. IVs and EVs are completely fan-made. What would they call them?
Training points.
Training points. Friendship
points
points.
and Pokemon
No.
points.
Here's how you get the casual like Pokemon fans that hate competitive to get really into competitive. Just gaslight them into believing that when you train a Pokemon, you're actually raising its physical friendship and its defensive friendship. And now you literally can say like, "Oh, my Chien-Pao beat yours because it loves me more."
My Chien-Pao loves me more than it loves you.
Yeah.
At the in-game friendship stuff, have it like tough out a hit. It just like lives the hit.
Yeah.
Like
The new gimmick is Pokemon and me.
Oh my god, not
Tilted
Pokemon.
My
Go.
focus
concern
ads,
is-
let's go.
My concern is, do we need like 27 games to actually get Mons made, or can we train Pokemon in the game? Only time will tell for sure on that, but I do think that like no part of the series will ever go away. Like, the catching Pokemon in a mainline Pokemon game is going to be there, and the trading Pokemon aspect of that too. So I'm sure you can transfer stuff from mainline games to champions. You could probably
Yeah.
do
Oh,
that.
100%.
Like,
If they announced
Well-
home connectivity for champions like the same
Yeah.
day it got announced, right? And they said it's going to be
Yeah.
like a limited pool of mons and champions to start.
Mm-hmm.
So more likely than anything, it's probably going to be something along the lines of you have to supply your Pokemon, but maybe
Yeah.
if they have it so that like you can edit them, I don't know.
Yeah, if you can
That's what I'm
edit your
hoping for.
Pokemon, or even if it's not like straight up editing, like, hey, you know, I want to do this and that, so like give it like 244 HP or something, right? Even if it's just like to the extent where it's an extremely streamlined version, where it's like when you battle, you get money for items, right? Like you get like feathers, right? Imagine you just get feathers dropping at the end of each match, and it's like, oh, I have like 500 health feathers. Let me give 252 of these to my guy. That's effectively editing.
Oh my god, please let please let battling actually contribute to you allowing being able to make Pokemon easier. They did this in Scarlet or in Sword and Shield, and they got rid of it in Scarlet and Violet. Why am I not getting rewards for playing the in-game ladder? I don't
know.
understand.
I mean, you
Give us,
kind of do sometimes at the end of a season.
I know it's like the most. I know it's like the most like requested thing under the sun at this point, but like give us something that lets us also reduce IVs.
Oh my god,
like-
please let me use my 0 speed IV Mons.
Yeah,
17 defense IV stack attacker.
Yeah, I'm getting sick and tired of my Calyrex being prone to getting one shot by foul play.
preferably like something that lets us get like specific, not just like it's max or minimum, because there's like those like weird niche scenarios where you can have like
Like 30
Pennies or
IV Great
something in the
Tusk
middle.
on the HP.
yeah stuff like that. Having
Give it
something like that would be
Cortana.
good.
Yeah. All right.
One thing I think will become significantly better is an Amorous Therian, because you don't
can
have to
zero
use
it.
some, like, yeah, it actually becomes something you can use reliably instead of spending your entire life grinding for 0 IVs.
Yeah, if you want to know the best way to get a legal 0 speed IV Enamorous Therian, it is to play Pokemon Go and spend a lot of money catching a bunch of raids. That is basically the best way to do it. Because otherwise you have to play through Pokemon Legends Arceus, wait till you get to the end game, and then hope that you get the one in, because you're playing at level 50, so it's actually like every two IV points you go up 1 point. So you have to hope that you get 0 or 1 speed or 0 or 1 attack. You have to do that over and over and over again.
Does it reset at the beginning? Do the IVs get set at the beginning of the game or the beginning of the encounter?
At the beginning of the game.
Oh,
Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Well-
even worse.
wait, no. That's not that bad if you have some kind of like way of deducing what like your, you know, secret ID is, but I don't know if that exists for I don't know if that exists within like
not
legal
even
bounds.
Secret ID based. It's just based on what it's randomized to.
Oh my god. Okay, that's
So
even
the
worse.
shout-
It's actually awful.
That's
oh,
worse.
painful.
Yeah. Okay.
Why?
Cause Pokemon gotta catch 'em, it's you and me.
Playing the whole game to find a 2-speed IV in Amorous Therian.
Please
I'm
no.
doing a Legends speedrunner just so I can play VGC.
All right. Well, I think that's all I really wanted to say about the format and the possibility of, you know, stuff. So, I'm gonna switch over to battles now for everyone who's bored to death. We will be doing that. I will see you guys in the call later today.
Yeah, I'll
Later,
catch you
bro.
later.
No
Okay.
stream.
Bye, Marcos.
No streaming.
streaming.
Don't get blocked. Okay. I know some of you guys are bored as hell. Like, Moxie boosted. Why are you talking about competitive Pokemon? Why aren't you just playing it? Because I care. Because I care. Now I have to figure out how to get my stupid thing to go away. Come on. There you go. All right. So, we are using SEEDOT today. We are using SEEDOT. Why are we using SEEDOT? Because SEEDOT's funny. He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. Also, this team was made by Andy Law, another YouTuber. I'll make sure that they're linked in the description down below. Once we get into it. Let me just get this open. I literally don't even have my game inserted at the moment. Let me fix that. All right. Home. All right. Where is my game case? Here it is. I bought a Switch 2 case, and it might be the worst Switch 2 case ever, because while it is nice and protects the screen, it is so flexible. I can squeeze it with my hands and do this. And I'm like, it's probably not that helpful. It's basically just a glorified screen protector. I need like a rigid one, but this one, it works. It works. It just works, right? It just works. Okay. How's everyone's day been? You guys having a good day? You guys enjoying your Monday? It's Moxie Monday. There would be a video today if it weren't for the fact that I went to NAIC like 2 weeks ago and didn't get a script to my editor in time. So she's scrambling to finish it right now. But it's either gonna upload today or tomorrow or the day after. So late video this week. Dang, we were talking about champions for like an hour. I would rather inject the bubonic plague directly into my eyeball than try to get a 0 IV Enamorous. I tried 3 times and felt like headbutting on an oncoming tray. Dude, real. The most real message I've seen in chat in a minute. It's just needlessly grindy. Which I'm hoping Champions fixes that side of competitive Pokemon. That's all I really hope for. That the grindy aspect of competitive Pokemon is gone and the barrier to entry is much lower. Like, that's all I can really ask for out of the game. Even if the ladder sucks, I'll be happy. Alright. So, this team was made by Andy Law VGC, Pokeportal, Link Battle, not Link Battle, Battle Stadium, Frontal Teams, Power Battle Teams, PY39P8. Oh, I have to like get rid of a few of these. Let me get rid of the teams that I definitely used already. Get rid of my own Honchkrow team. I'm not using that again. We learned our lesson. I need to use that one still. I don't think I used that one. So, alright, so this is TY39P8. Alright, so, taking a look here, we are using Fear freaking... We're using Fear SEEDOT. I didn't even know this guy got this move, bro. I didn't even know he got this move. What are we doing? Anyways, Liv, when you edit this, make sure you grab the paste, I guess. I don't have the paste in front of me. Check the recording channel in your Discord. Do I have a recording? Oh, on my other channel. My other Discord server I'm not super active in. By the way, if you guys want access to my server that I am active in, check out the freaking YouTube membership. Or becoming a hold on. Okay, yeah. Cool. You can become a Twitch subscriber or a YouTube member or whatever you want to support the channel, even Patreon. You get access to that. Alright, looks like we are good to go. Becoming a sub, it's more likely than you think. Oh, well, that's why it's more likely. Vorman. Once again, funding Moxie Corp. That is my evil dark shadow funder who gifts subs every day as a way to embezzle money. I'm pretty sure Vorman is actively committing tax fraud by donating to Moxie Corp. And he's very based for that. No, I'm joking. But yeah, thank you so much, Vorman. Everyone who just got gifted a sub on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, sorry, you didn't get gifted. But let me send you guys an invite to the Discord. If you have your Discord account connected to your Twitch, you should be able to access this. And I might as well just drop it in the other server too, in case people want to get access. We're actually running a tournament tonight. It is Tournament Monday. And every Monday we just host a little tournament in there. It's just like a friendly tournament. It's a good time. It's a very good time. And I'll put this in YouTube chat as well. Why not? if you guys want access. Ban Pokemon home trades for 0 speed and Amherst like I did. That's also an option. What's different in 2026 VGC? Well, you're just gonna have to go watch the VOD. Alright, we're using Busted Nut, okay. How do I sign up? It's a stupid question, but it's my first month here. You literally just, I'm gonna put up like the tournament thing, and you just say like, oh, I'm gonna play tonight. Like, just show up at the time the tournament happens. It usually happens at 7 p.m. CST. Alright, let me look at this again. How do we even use this team? Max attack, no speed, nothing. How slow is it? 31? That's like a Mungus-ish, right? There's no fake out. There's no fake out, so we could just do this. Does it have explosion? No, it'd be so funny if it had explosion. Maybe we need a lead Incineroar here, actually. What's our Terra on you? I'm running out of time. Max HP, max attack, not a lot of special defense. You're also an option for setting Trick Room. I don't have any follow me. Guess we'll go with you, and you, and you, and we have to bring it. We just have to bring it. Alright, Indeedee Koraidon. Defense boost should let me live one hit, maybe? I'm Terra Electric, which isn't the best for this, but... we might be fine. We might be fine. Okay. Let me think here. How fast is this guy? Because that changes my approach here entirely. 181. We're not max speed, so we're probably getting outsped. I think it's my best interest to go for the Volt Switch. Oh, okay. Well, oh, are they gonna imprison me? That would suck so bad if I got imprisoned. They might just reverse it. I got imprisoned. Okay. Alright, buddy. Okay, pal. Sure thing, friend. They're not gonna tear... oh, I can't use Psych... who runs Psychic? Use Dazzling Gleam like a normal person. Use like full support Indeedee. Don't do... I probably can't even Helping Hand either. Oh, I can't Helping Hand. I think we just lose. Let me foul play and hope that they're like scared. Yeah. All right, buddy. Did they just Swords Dance on me? I really hope this double up KOs. It's not gonna KO. Alright. Let me send out Calyrex to lure them away, and then I'm gonna go right into SEEDOT. That doesn't even come close. Well, I'm not Terra Fire, and they have no reason not to close combat. Wow, we just don't win this, do we? We're just goobed. I'm trying to think of any way out of this. Can't use that. We're goobed. It's over. Okay, let me try to lance. Maybe they flare blitz and I just live for no reason. No, the collision course. I'm not living that. Oh, we lived. Oh, but they doubled up into me. Okay, good game. It's so over. Unless it's crits. No, okay. Yeah, I think we got to get out of here, bad. I think we got to get out of here. I don't think it's gonna happen. Okay, so they dropped Helping Hand for Imprison. That's what I'm learning there. Because they're Follow Me, Imprison, Trick Room, Psychic. I got goobed on immediately. Helping Hand and Volt Switch the Indeedee? It doesn't matter. They have no reason not to just Collision Course into Miraidon, because they always outspeed. Poor Farig got his neck tied in a bow. True. Just immediately goobed. Alright, KC. They're probably streaming right now. Alright, this is interesting. I think this team did really good at Japan. I'm pretty sure I saw this team at Japan, right? Guys, I'm gonna be so for real. I don't know what this SEEDOT's gonna do for us. I'm getting less and less confident about this SEEDOT, bro. Okay, I'll bring the SEEDOT. But I'm not happy about it. We're gonna give the SEEDOT a fair shake. I have such bad neck issues and back issues, bro. Streaming really takes it out of you. All right. Is this your main account? No, we're on an alt. My main account is Moxie boosted. I think what I might do leading up to the World Championships, since I'm not competing at Worlds this year and I don't really care about like my ladder, I want to try to win with every Pokemon in the game once, right? So I'll do streams dedicated to using rental teams with these Pokemon included. I do have Farigiraf that can come in here, so I should just Volt Switch. Volt Switch, send in the Farig. Maybe I should Volt Switch on the Smeargle, actually. Volt Switch, send in the Farig, get my Calyrex in. And they don't have terrain control unless they have like Misty, not Misty terrain. They would have to be like grassy terrain to actually Sleep Me or Psychic terrain on the Smeargle, which they definitely don't have. Wochen, Stalin, Regai. True. Alright. I can get my Calyrex in here. Calyrex should underspeed the Farigiraf, so I can just go for Glacial plus Foul Play, and that's like a really solid turn. Unless they have Wide Guard in the Smeargle, but I don't think they do. I would start fresh and check them off as I go. Alright, no Trick Room. That's not so bad. Do I Trick Room here? I think I benefit a lot more from Trick Room than they do. The Trick Room Foul Play is not a bad turn. Dear Farigiraf, please be faster than the Calyrex. I would really appreciate that right now. Okay, that's good enough. That's fine. Alright, get out of here. We don't like you. Alright, Glacial Lance Foul Play is still safe. Is this minimum speed for Farigiraf? Yep. Well, almost. Just a faster Calyrex, generally. Also, I bought a Switch 2 Pro controller. It's pretty solid. I don't recommend using it for your PC, though. It has some issues, but using it on the Switch is really good. How you doing, Jacob? They just forfeit? Okay, yeah, just forfeit. Just forfeit. Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. I just gotta pee real quick. I didn't realize we were streaming for that long. Give me, like... I know a lot of you guys... The 47 of you on Twitch and the 76 of you on YouTube are going to be like, I have to go because Moxie Boosted is leaving. Give me like 3 seconds. I promise I'll wash my hands. Guess who didn't wash their hands? Ah! No, joking. Alright. Continue battling. No chair stream? No, no chair stream. The chair is nothing without me. This is my chair. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Without me, my chair is nothing. Without my chair, I am not. Oh, it's C, buddy. Alright, C, buddy. No match. Just a flex off. These are not that impressive, but when I put them both together, not half bad. This dude a freak. Somebody wash his hands. I think it's safe to say SEEDOT's not going to do anything the entire time we're using it. Like, can we agree on that? Like, it's just not going to come to any matches and perform. I just don't see it happening. There's just no way. I have an idea. It's not gonna work, is it? Okay. I heard that Moxie's a cool dude. Cool dude. Dirty hands. What was the cook with it anyways? It's just Endeavor. It's literally just Endeavor. I did not pay attention to whose Miraidon was faster. I'm gonna assume it was theirs. Rah! We're just clicking buttons, bro. Okay, that didn't work at all. If you're using Endure, why not run Custap Berry? I didn't make this team. I did not make this team. Hi, Iron Hands. Do you guys want to see Iron Hands lose like almost all of its health? Okay. Terra Dragon. Yep. Jeez. Not very effective. Okay. Ice Punch is crazy, but alright. They know I have quick attack. This is not KOing. Oh, they're just trying to block quick attack. Okay. Yeah, thing's gone. SEEDOT! SEEDOT, do it! Do it, SEEDOT! Kill this dog! I think we still lose. I think we might still lose. Chance we still lose. How many turns are left to terrain? Like 1, right? 2. Okay, we lose. Okay, we lose. Unless. SEEDOT, please. Please, SEEDOT. Please. Please. Please, SEEDOT. Okay, that thing's dead. Does Endure always fail twice in a row, or is it just a chance? Does anyone know? It will fail. Okay. SEEDOT is dead. Technically, my optimal play is quick attacking here to make sure that Glacial Lance might KO. It doesn't matter your AV now. Wait, did I steal the AV? I stole the AV? Bam. Got you. Alright. My only shot is this being minimum speed Iron Hands. I need it to be minimum speed Iron Hands, because I'm not minimum speed Calyrex, I think. I'm pretty sure we're, like, not, right? Let me see. No, we are minimum speed. Okay, I have to win the speed tie. Wahoo! You're so dead. Oh, we live. We're gonna die to low kick, though, aren't we? Okay. Well, we got them. How much HP? 2. I think 2. Let me check YouTube. YouTube stream. How much did we live on? Jarvis, clip that. Bro got SEEDOTted. Bro got SEEDOTted. All right, we'll do one more with SEEDOT. I'm checking. So I'm at 98 after the Electro Drift. And then low kick sends me to 2. All right. Yeah, 3 HP across the whole team. Okay, SEEDOT. All right, buddy. What do you bring to the table here? What do you bring to the table, SEEDOT? Not much. Definitely not a lot. That being said, this is a pretty safe turn 1. I'm bringing SEEDOT again. I literally do not care. Thanks for the follow, C-Blonde. You knew the set and still lost. That sucks to you, buddy. Full wiggle waff. Full wiggle waff. And move right on. I don't know if I live the double up, but to be honest, Miraidon isn't super necessary in this matchup, so I am just going to Volt Switch and not care if I get Icicle Crashed. Should I Terra Electric, though? I mean, they don't really run Throat Chop right now, do they? I'll Volt Switch. I got SEEDOT. I'm going to go play Mario Kart real. Okay, they do have it. But I might still one-shot. Yep. I think even if I tear it, I would have dropped the... I don't think I took the Wood Hammer after that. It's too much. It's too much! All right. SEEDOT, do you do anything here? Kinda. I'd rather just get Miraidon in, though. Miraidon's a lot better pressure. There's Callie. All right. Check this out. About to blow this guy's mind. Go ahead and Terra. Terra Dragon. Oh, they didn't Terra Dragon. Okay, that sucks. Still did half. Oh my god. Heavy Slam doesn't do that much. U-turn does more. That being said, still have a Specs Draco in the pocket. Still got the Specs Draco in the pocket. Oh, it's a Moongus. Can you not have foul play, please? I'd really appreciate that. Draco's still good here, but I think I'm just gonna go SEEDOT and high horsepower. Okay, Rillaboom comes in. SEEDOT, I still haven't Terra'd, so SEEDOT could be useful. They're probably just gonna put me to sleep, though. Yeah, this is Andy Law's team. Do I try to wake up this turn? I think Miraidon's more important for the matchup. Let's... guess I could foul play here. Try to get a turn to wake up. Respectable. Oh, they might have messed up. They may have messed up here. They may have messed up. Because they're just going to go right back into Rillaboom to sleep my Miraidon. Actually, wait, no. How do I win? Wait, that's actually kind of bad. I also can't lock a... I can't lock, I can't lock freaking the other move. Because it's just not worth it. I have to lock Electro Drift for my best option. Actually, Draco Meteor is probably still my best option. I just double into the slot. Crit foul play? Crit foul play, Queen? Crit foul play? Crit foul play today, Queen? Technically, I don't get locked into any move right now. And I can Terra Ghost next turn. Yeah, Terra Ghost next turn lets me KO the Rillaboom. That's not a bad play. And now I can lock Electro Drift into that slot still. They should foul play. Or they should fake out. Yep. Foul play with KO here. Hopefully they side Pollen Puffed or something and they waste a turn. That'd be huge for me. Nope, Pollen Puffing me. This is a lot. Riordan's fast asleep. I have a shot to wake up here. Endeavor is my best play into whoever ends up getting hit by it, and I do just try the Electro Drift. See if they Rage Powder it. Riordan's fast asleep. They didn't bother Rage Powdering. They're probably just going to KO my SEEDOT. That doesn't KO me. Alright. I think I lose. Got chat. I think we're cooked. Maybe I get my focus sash back. Maybe that's the win con. They always just Rage Powder now, forever. Did they not? Okay, good game. Why wouldn't you Rage Powder? Do you not have it? Pollen Puff, Spore. Those are the only two moves they showed. Oh, they were hoping I would just stay asleep. That was dumb, just Rage Powder. What if they didn't have Heavy Slam? What if they didn't have Heavy Slam? What if it's like they needed to keep it alive? But you still just Rage Powder then, right? I don't know what they were thinking. I'm gonna Endeavor. Actually, I'm gonna do something highly irresponsible. No, I'm not gonna do it. It's Rocky Helmet. Should do something. They're just gonna put me back to sleep. I can quick attack now. I'm pretty sure I just eventually win. We can attack for some chip, Electro Drift. Oh wait, I might have to struggle this thing to death. Yeah, gotcha. I hate that Andy Law didn't PP max this thing. Why aren't you PP maxing, bro? What's your problem, man? PP max your mons. Alright, does Foul Play do more than Quick Attack? It might, just by a little bit though. Yeah, slightly. Well, they have to crit me this turn or they lose. They might not even KO. Wait, I might win with SEEDOT. Let's go for the SEEDOT crit. Nah, okay. Good game. Okay. Well, that could have been a lot worse, but we got through it. Yay. Look, we got 2 SEEDOT wins. I can't complain. Is there a reason we use SEEDOT and not other fear Pokemons just for Aura? I guess Spore immunity is basically it. Also, just the novelty of using SEEDOT. Alright. Let's switch teams. I'm gonna use Who Farted. Who farted? Me. I farted. I'm a freak. You plan on doing EUIC, by the way? I don't know yet. Too early. Too early to know. Let me think. Honestly, this lead ain't too bad. I don't really need the wheezing for this matchup, I think. Well, maybe I do. Nah, I'm fine. How's it going, Mr. Boosted? Pretty good. We went 2-2 with the SEEDOT team. Now we're switching over to using other teams. Is that ability shield Coridon? Yeah, it's pretty standard. I think it's in my best interest to save the Terra for this Mon, right? Here, I'm just going to go for the Heat Wave for damage, and I'm going to go hard into Brute Bonnet, because I don't think they Glacial Lance here. T-Trick him here with, like, Fake Out or Follow Me, and then, like, a smart Terra. If they Glacial Lance, they're freaks. Like, they're actually freaks if they Glacial Lance here. Kind of surprised Pokemon use Vegas for regional, since Vegas is only known for gambling and casinos. That's true, but it's also known for being really cool. Yeah, I am playing on the Switch too. Alright, Heat Wave's good damage here. If I get a burn on that Smeargle, that'd be huge. Come on, burn, burn, burn. I've never had this happen. Ah, okay. Okay, no, whatever that move was. I thought they would like Trick Room or something. Okay, whatever. Do you think they wide guard? Also, how fast am I? I gotta be fast in this thing for sure, right? 87 speed. That's a lot of speed. I should be able to outspeed it. I am Sash. I'm going to go for Psychic, and I'm going to Terra and go for the Spore. Because I don't want to get caught by Wide Guard. But I also don't want to get caught by Follow Me. Yeah, you should have access to the Discord now. Here's the actual good Discord. The other, you're accessing the other one right now. All right, come on, be faster. Yeah, okay. Urshifu Dark shouldn't matter too much. Go for the barrage here. Barrage Seed Bomb's safe. Should do a decent amount. Not gonna bother with the Rage Powder. Do we even have Rage Powder? I didn't check. Oh, that didn't KO. Wait, that's bad. That's actually kind of bad. Oh, they woke up. Okay. Might have fumbled it. They call me the fumbler. Ah, no, we're fine. They call me the fumbler. We flame charge you. Sucker Punch should be fine on you. Ow. Alright, Lunala in the back. How do I feel about Lunala in the back? Not sure how I feel about Lunala in the back. I think I can spore it. You guys think I can spore this Lunala? I could Sucker Punch Flare Blitz, and that would do it. But if they protect, I lose. Nah, I'm fine. Let's do it. Let's be freaks. Ah, they went for the double. Nice. Oh, they Trick Roomed. Okay. That's fine. It puts it in range of Flare Blitz. It puts it in range of Sucker Punch the next turn. Yeah, I'll be fine. Sunlight faded. I can still take a Glacial. I can't really take a Horsepower, I think, though. I'm gonna play this like a freak. Well, because I'm trying to think, if they wide guard, they could dodge the Sucker. I think my play is this. Protect Sucker, because I think they want a Moongeist Beam. Let's see if they doubled. Or if they have like a Psychic move or Moonblast or something. Meteor Beam. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They had the secret third option. They had the secret third option. Can you miss? That'd be so awesome. Okay. Let's figure this out. How do I win this? There's no Sun. My Flare Blitz won't KO. I'm pretty sure I dropped to Meteor... I'm pretty sure I dropped, like, to freaking Moongeist Beam recoil. So what's the most effective way to try to get this? Or not Moongeist Beam. I don't drop to the Moongeist Beam, but I'll drop to the recoil of the Flare Blitz, right? And this is like the first turn of Trick Room, basically. 3 turns left to Trick Room. I think I just Flare Blitz here and hope for the best. They have Expanding Force. Okay. Good game. Good game. Good game. I lost that. It happens. Okay, hold on. Let me... Had to close my door. Okay. Yeah, they pinned me hard, dude. They pinned me hard. All right. Let me think. Into this, we actually get quite a bit of value from just leading off like these guys. Yeah, this is a pretty good lead. You in the back. Raging Bolt. Yeah. Alright, this lead isn't as great as I thought it was. Alright, let me think. I think I need to protect here. I think I'm gonna Terrifier Collision Course right away. I just want to make sure Kyogre can't do much. Why does he keep doing that? Alright, let's see what they go for. Origin Pulse, can you miss? That'd be awesome. Otherwise, it's gonna suck. Okay, not terrible. I should resist both of Zacian's moves. So I can threaten to KO with, well, the thing is, if they're like Terra Ground, they could Terra Blast me, which I don't want. Let's try this. I'm gonna Poison Gas right now. And I'm just gonna Flare Blitz. Let's see if we can get away with it. Alright, good, we live that. Flare Blitz should one-shot. But if they land the Origin Pulse on me, I'm just gone. Alright. I missed that, which is great. Alright. Sorry, give me a second, I'm working on a thing. right. I do have the Play Rough option here, which is pretty nice. Actually, Astro Brush Play Rough isn't like a terrible play here because they just drop to this. And they can't Tailwind because I'll just go first. I'll KO the Kyogre, so I get the KO on this thing regardless. Oh, they actually did that. Okay, well, that's not great. That definitely... All right. That's not good. I do have the Thunderclap option here. But I think it's for the best if I just Protect and Draco. Because I can't Terra anymore. And Thunderclap will still KO Kyogre from that range. It's also just Poison, so I can just Protect Stall. Yeah, I think I just Protect here. Protect Dragon Pulse is super safe. Unless they want to double into me. They kind of have to Tailwind though, so they can't double. They actually did fumble their +0 calcs, yeah. Sorry, I'm sending Jody my Venmo because he owes me money. Also, that's a Chenpao we might lose. Let me think. I mean, I'm Sash. What I think I might do here is Thunderclap. Yeah, what if I Thunderclap Encore? What if I'm a freak? I'm gonna freak it. I'm gonna freak it so hard, bro. Oh, we got him. We got him. Check this out. Check this out. Sorry, I was distracted that whole game. I was distracted that whole game and we still pulled it out. Thunderbolt Astral. Because I'm Sash, I'll be fine. Yeah, they just forfeit. Nice. Nice. All right. Let's get another. What was the 2026 season schedule about? Because I missed that part of the stream. We were just talking about the upcoming season, like where the regionals are and stuff. All right, let me think. Into this, are we Terra Electric? Yeah. We are Scarf on Chiyu though. Are we max speed? Modest max, we should outspeed every Landorus, basically. Yeah, Cheerlead's not bad here. We Adamant or Jolly, by the way? We're Adamant and not super fast, but decent. I think Cheerlead's not a bad idea. We'll go with the double. Bring you in the back, and we get a lot of value from you still. We'll bring you. My competitive favorite Pokemon? Let me think. I think as far as competitive Pokemon go, kind of have to go with... Dang, who's on like most of my teams? It might be Urshifu. No, I think it's Ogerpon Wellspring. Ogerpon Wellspring's probably my competitive favorite. If it's not Sash Urshifu, this is pretty safe. Do I Snarl here? I might Snarl. They're just gonna Volt Switch out anyways, now that I think about it. If I'm just gonna predict the Volt Switch, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna Snarl here, and I'm gonna go for the CC. I think they just Volt Switch every time. And I want to make sure I, like, survive. That does solid damage to me right on. Alright, looks like there's Scarf. I should live this, though. Just barely. Oh, no, they just Draco. Okay. I didn't think they would do that. I thought they would just go for the Volt Switch to be safe. That being said, this thing's in a pretty good position now. Surging Strike shouldn't do that much. Do I keep him around? I might need to keep him around for the end game. So I'm going to go into Brute Bonnet. And we are just going to Terra Ghost Astral Barrage, because I think that should do it. Yeah, because I need to make sure Chiyu's around for the Landorus. Oh wait, no, we're Modest. If they're timid, we just lose. I'm stupid. Prison Sin. What does SEEDOT do? Oh, you're late for the SEEDOT. SEEDOT was the first, like, team that we used. It was just Fear. Alright, they do go for this. It's not going to do too much, though, because we're in the sun. How much this is doing to Incin? Not much. That looks like AV. Does SEEDOT get, like, Grassy Glide? No, it doesn't. Oh, actually, no, it does, but it doesn't use it, ever. Yeah, Chien-Pao's a really healthy mon, I think. At least for doubles. And singles, I don't know. They're really thinking here. There's Mirai. Mirai can't protect, but I don't think they would. I think they would just double out. Right, like doubling out just makes more sense. And I think +1 I should be able to KO. I'm going to Rage Powder, and I'm going to go for the Astral. +1 Terra Ghost, I feel like it'll KO from that range. Yeah, there is a regional in Las Vegas in November. Like November 12th, I think, or 15th. Just join. What does SEEDOT do? You missed SEEDOT, but I'll upload it to the second channel in a couple of days. SEEDOT just clicks Focus Sash, Endeavor, and Quick Attack. That's all it does. I feel like you're not going to live this unless you're AV, and I'm pretty sure that Incineroar is AV. This is +1 Terra Ghost. You gotta drop to this, right? I don't know my Calyrex calcs, to be honest. Yep. What if it's safety goggles and I just lose anyways? Yeah, it foul played a Rillaboom to death. U-turn, that's fine. It doesn't do much in the sun. If their last mon's Cali Ice, I know what to do. Alright, this is +2 Terra Ghost. I'm gonna send in the Chi-Yu and one-shot this, not one-shot, but like KO the Incineroar from half. Yeah, second channel goes hard. If you guys aren't subbed to the second channel, sub to the second channel. It's very good. Very good channel. I promise. Alright, this is a little awkward. This is a little awkward. I think, to be safe, I don't think we drop, right? But I also don't think we KO the Incineroar from this range without the Chi-Yu. But if I send in the Chi-Yu, I think we drop. That's like the issue. I think I have to Spore. I think I Spore and I Astral. I don't protect at all. Because this covers a few options. Alright, they didn't fake out. And they're not Scarf. Incineroar just barely hangs on. Yeah, I needed that Chi-Yu. I could have sent in Chi-Yu in one right there, but I was concerned it would be Scarf and then we drop to like Earth Power or something. Or like Sandsear crit. I don't even think they need the crit. Could have actually Sucker Punched the Incineroar there and gotten the KO too. That's really funny. Oh yeah, Chi just wins with Flamethrower now. Or I could Sucker Punch, either one. Chat, vote now on your phone. Sucker Punch or Flamethrower. Or we could go for the rare Ruination KO. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go for the rare Ruination KO because I don't care about my ladder. I'm pretty sure it KOs from 1 health exclusively. If you're at 1 health, Ruination can KO. Alright. I'm going to call stream a little early there. We've been streaming for about 2.5 hours, I think. 2 hours-ish. So I'm going to call it there because I have stuff to do today. Lots of stuff to do. So, I will see you guys later. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around for a second. We're going to raid one of our friends. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll see you not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm busy, but we'll be back on Wednesday. But yeah, Have a good one. Also, if you become a YouTube member, you can join my members Discord if you connect your Twitch account. And we're running a tournament tonight at like 7, maybe 7:30. Anyways, make sure you join that. I'll see you guys.